Hello and welcome to Eva's House of Spirit. I'm Eva, and today I'm going to talk to you about some economical options for an inexpensive yet beautiful Book of Shadows or Witch's Notebook. A lot of practitioners like to keep a Book of Shadows, which is a compilation of their best spells or most treasured bits of knowledge. Usually, from what I've seen, most practitioners like their books of shadows to be rather beautiful. It's kind of, from what I understand, most practitioners like their books of shadows to kind of be a final copy rather than a rough draft. A witch's notebook is more of a work in progress. A lot of practitioners will keep these for when they, let's say, experiment with creating their own spells or rites. Later on, they can refer back to it, make notes about their successes, their failures, what they think they should change, or, they kind of like fine-tune their work and their skills and their journey in the witch's notebook. And some practitioners also use it as a journal, to record thoughts, dreams, emotions, synchronistic experiences, where they've received synchronistic signs, and, it's really the sky's the limit. But I wanted to talk about some options on how to have a really pretty witch's notebook or book of shadows, and I'm sure this can even be done in the case of, let's say, a dream journal or any sort of notebook where you're keeping something relevant to your spiritual journey, regardless what you call the book, regardless how you go about it. But I just wanted to, suggest some options. The easiest option, and the first one I'm going to mention, I don't have an example to show you, but I've done this and I've seen others do this. A lot of times, some practitioners will go and get a black 3-ring binder, and some of them have like a clear vinyl pocket on the outside of the binder where you could slide in your own artwork, to decorate the book, or even just a title page that would be in the little pocket on the outside of the binder, so you could kind of like just title it if you wanted just a simple title, or you could print out some beautiful artwork or even draw your own beautiful artwork and put it out there. And the beauty of a binder is that if you make a mistake, you can remove a page and you're not ripping a page out where you feel that it's kind of spoiled the book. Because I know, like, I felt it myself, and I know that I've seen others feel the same way. Sometimes you'll buy this really pretty book and you're like, oh, I'm going to keep this book of shadows or whatever, and you start writing and you fall into that trap where rather than writing for yourself, you're almost like writing for possible future readers, and then you start critiquing yourself, and then you'll go back and rip out pages that you changed your mind about or you didn't like, and then you're like, oh man, now it's like got the little ripped out page, and then you kind of lose interest in the book. I'm trying to get away from that, and I've loosened up a lot, but sometimes it's like you really just want it to be so pretty, you know what I mean? But a binder, it has that one pro, whereas pros and cons go, it has that pro that if you don't like a page, you change your mind about a page, just open the binder and take it out. And what's cool is you could photocopy information from books or other resources and punch little holes in there and just put it in your binder. So that's probably the easiest. But if you wanted something a little more decorative, there are some sorts of options. The first option, now I'm not endorsing any of these places that I'm going to mention, any of these retailers, but I just want to mention places that you might want to try and look at if such a retailer happens to be in your area, or maybe you can visit a similar retailer, or just think about looking around for these sorts of things somewhere else. One thing I liked, and I've always liked composition notebooks, because you can't really, the pages are more secure, they're not real loosey-goosey like the wire-bound notebooks. But recently at Walmart, I discovered these beautiful, beautiful composition notebooks, and I was like, oh my God, they would make such pretty books of shadows or witches' notebooks. On the back it says that it's by Pink Light Design, and I guess the line is called Pink Chandelier. I'm going to show you, I don't know if you can even read that. It says by Pink Light Design down here, and it says Pink Chandelier up here, and this is all what's on the back. But the front of the book is so nice because it doesn't have, like a lot of composition notebooks have that big circle that says composition as the lines. I like just the solid, really pretty artwork, and the beauty of these are they're only like $2 and change. And it's just so nice because the pages are well bound in, they're lined for you. I like that as an inexpensive option, and I'm just going to show them to you one more time. I just think they're really lovely. You know, if that's your style and you like something like that, that's something you might want to think about. Let me see. There are these other illustrated journals that I picked up at Marshall's. Marshall's is a company that is owned by TJX Corporation. And TJX owns Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods. So there's a chance that you might find these at a Marshall's, the books I'm going to show you next, or you might find them at a TJ Maxx, or you might find them at a Home Goods. These really pretty illustrated journals, I think they're just amazing. I haven't used this one. I started using this one. I'll show them to you one at a time. The one I began using is the Enlightened Rumi, and this book is just so pretty. It's got like really just gorgeous artwork on the pages, and down here below it says, "The most alive moment comes when those who love each other meet each other's eyes, and in what flows between them." You know, things like that. You know, and it's just so pretty. You know, it's got these little decorated sections. You know, like even that, like that is just so pretty. You can draw on these blank pages, you know, and then it's so lovely. Like these are really nice, these little illustrated journals, you know. And even this nice spread here. That's just lovely. I mean, the things you can write in an illustrated journal like this, and it even has like the little ribbon that you can mark your place. These are really lovely, and these books like this, I don't know if the price will go up in the future, but I mean, $4.99. $4.99 I paid for this. And it says that elsewhere this would retail for like $8. So that's another option, maybe going to a store like Marshall's or TJ Maxx, you know, or Home Goods. You may find really pretty illustrated journals like this, and that's the little ribbon that comes attached to. And the second book is called Jewel of the Lotus. And I love here, it says, "The world is magic when your eyes are open to the love and beauty inherent in every moment." And it's just such a really pretty, like, illustrated, let me see if I can flip through the pages. It's really pretty illustrated journal. You know, I mean, there's just, like, that's just so pretty. And down here it says, "Walk slowly and bow often." You know, and like little quotes. "Philosophy is harmonized knowledge, making a harmonious life. It is the self-discipline which lifts us to serenity and freedom. Knowledge is power, but only wisdom is liberty. Will Durant said that. Well, anyway, so yes, here's another option, a beautiful illustrated journal that I got at Marshall's for $4.99. And again, this one also has a ribbon in it. This one has like a yellow ribbon. If I could just get it out. It's like jammed in there somehow. Hold on. Why is it whenever I want to show you something, it's like just not ready to be shown? So yeah, this one has a nice yellow ribbon to mark your page, you know, and it's just like so pretty, and I love the illustrated journals as another really nice option. Also, I have two other books that I also picked up at Marshall's. This one was really tiny, $3.99. It's a black with a nice fleur-de-lis on the front, and it has a little band to keep the book closed. And the pages inside, oh jeez, things are falling out. Oh my God. I haven't touched these books in so long. I don't even know what I've tucked in them. The pages inside look like this. It's just so pretty, you know, and it's well bound, you know, the pages aren't flimsy. It's got nice inner covers. You know, that's another option. Something like this. I got this at Marshall's for $3.99. This one here, this is a real nice, big, fat, gold-lined journal book. I got this at Marshall's, marked down on clearance for $3. And it's just so pretty, and I mean, the pages have these gorgeous, gorgeous butterflies. You know, so don't hesitate to look through clearance. It doesn't, when something's on clearance, does not mean that it is broken, damaged, or whatever. Sometimes what happens, in fact, often, most of the time, what happens is a store gets trucks of merchandise nearly every day. Over time, they need to move that merchandise out because new merchandise keeps coming in. So what they do is they mark it down. They have a markdown schedule. So it is very worth your while to keep your eye open. You know, look through the clearance sections in stores, because you'd be surprised what you could find. And if you're looking for a really nice Book of Shadows, you might want to look at the clearance section in your local stores. You know, if you have a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx, or even stores like, you know, like Kmart, Walmart, whatever, like whatever stores happen to be near you. Like if they have like clearance, you know, sections, and if they mark down regularly, like you might want to look at what they have. Even honestly, even a lot of bookstores will have clearance. You know, so it's worth a look. It's worth a look. Plan your shopping for the year if you're going to be buying a lot of things like special pens for your magical work, or like special paper, or like if you want to buy a few books for your witches notebooks. Plan to buy around the time when the kids go back to school. That's when all the really pretty notebooks and all the little journal books and all that kind of pen and paper stuff goes really, really cheap. You know, the price comes down. So that's a good time of year. Another option that I was going to talk about is if you find a book that you're kind of here or there about the design, or if it's rather nondescript but you'd like it to be a little cuter and a little more you could honestly wrap it in really pretty paper, and if you wanted to, you could even change the design of the paper to go with the seasons. You know, like maybe in the fall you use like a paper that is really pretty but like makes you think of the season, and then maybe like, you know, when the winter comes in, change the paper again so it's something a little more wintry, and then when the summer and the spring, you know, just keep changing. If you really wanted to and like that, you know, your Book of Shadows could kind of have like, you know, a pretty jacket for every season. So I hope this video has opened your mind a little bit in terms of how you can have a witch's notebook or a Book of Shadows that is really pretty but doesn't cost a lot. I mean, geez, like I said, it could be something as simple as these Walmart composition notebooks that, I mean, $2 and change. Like, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. And they're really pretty to look at. This one even says things like dream and inspire, you know. It's really cute. I mean, I think it's really cute. I really like that. And I mean, the most expensive item I even have here is like $4.99. So for $5 or less, you can potentially get yourself a really pretty Book of Shadows or Witch's Notebook or Dream Journal. So that's pretty much the topic of this video. If you like this video, please like it. I welcome comments, ideas, questions. You know, if you want to just throw something out there, you know, like, feel free, please. And I welcome you to subscribe to my channel, and I also welcome you to join Eva's House of Spirit on Facebook. Blessed be and Ashe.